everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Akachukwu and I want to use this opportunity to shout out to all mothers and all actual and potential mothers. Happy Mother's Day to you all. So in respect to the questions I've gotten regarding moms who have plans of relocating, they have some concerning issues, especially when it comes to their family and their children's welfare. Okay, I will tell you that I had so much concerns, I had so much questions I asked, and I came to YouTube looking for a lot of videos to watch for me to get informed about my little one whom I was relocating with at the tender age that he was. Okay, he was just 6 months old when we migrated to UK here. Okay, so I looked for people to ask questions, but I didn't get any satisfying answer to my concerns and my questions. Okay, and because of the questions I've gotten from a lot of people, I've decided to use today to mark this special occasion to celebrate our mothers and to give you some reassurance and some answers to your questions. Okay, thank you so much, and I want to seize this opportunity to appreciate you all, especially all my returning viewers, my new subscribers. I can't believe we are here now, and I promise you guys that I'll keep on bringing you information that will help you to plan well. Okay, and I have another exciting news, and that is that very soon we're going to do a video concerning job opportunities here in UK for your spouse. And guess what? I'm going to be interviewing my husband in the next video, and I'm excited about it. I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you are going to be happy as well, because at least your spouses can get to hear from the horse's mouth, and that will go a long way to encourage them, because it's not easy on their own part. I understand it very, very well. Okay, so on today's video, I'm going to be telling us about our children, how to care for them over here, what you need to bring while coming. Like, I asked a lot of questions. What foods are available here for your kids? Okay, what are the milk they have here? What are the, as a mother who is migrating, especially if you have a little baby, you will be so concerned. You're concerned about the child's feeding, you're concerned about your child's security, you're concerned about your child's growth, you're concerned about your child's immunization, you're concerned about your child's education. Okay, the schooling options, what age are they going to start schooling? Okay, so I'm going to be answering our questions one after the other. Okay, I hope you are going to find this helpful, and I implore you to watch this video to end. Okay, thank you. Okay, mothers, so one of our concerns is usually the UK education system. So look at this chart. I'm going to use it to explain. Okay, so the UK education system is grouped into 4 major branches: primary education, secondary education, further education, and the higher education. Okay, just like in our different countries, but there are a little slight differences here and there. So from the primary school, their reception age, the first stage in their education system is ages 4 to 5, between 4 and 5 years of age. So it's called reception, like foundation. Okay, then 5 to 6 is year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5, and year 6. So, and at the end of these 6 years, they write the standard attainment test, SATs. Okay, that's the qualification they have after their primary school. Then they are ready for secondary school. Okay, and secondary school is 5 years, which is year 7. They continue from 6. They stopped at 6 in primary, so they're going to continue at year 7, year 8, year 9, year 10, and year 11. At the end, they will write the GSCE examination, and they get the certificate, the O-level certificate. And then they now have the further education, which is the 6th form college. Some call it high school. Okay, and the ages is between 16 and 17 years, that is year 12, and between 17 to 18 years, that's the year 13. And what are they going to get? They get A level, they get a diploma or university foundation. And then you now come to the higher education, okay? So higher education is the university undergraduate degree. They have the ordinary bachelor's degree honors, bachelor's degree in medicine, veterinary, and architecture. And look at their years by the side. And then for those who still want to go further for their postgraduate degrees, they can do a master's degree or doctor of philosophy. So that is it for the education system. Okay, I'm just going to show us quickly the childcare system in UK. Okay, so childcare is basically for the preschool age. Okay, like I've explained the age at which school starts. Okay, so if you want your child to benefit from preschool education, or you are a busy parent who is trying to find a balance between your work and childcare, and then you can look for other options outside your home if you're not going to be available to look after your child. Okay, so it's very, very possible to find out the right balance between your professional career and your parent-child relationship. Okay, so one of the options you can consider is the child minders. Okay, so they are self-employed child carers. Okay, and they have their own homes where they look after these children. So like it could be in a registered carer who has a home where parents who have registered with them bring their children off to be looked after, and during their stay they do some play, do some educational activities, teach them things that they need to know at their age. So it's very good for babies to get to socialize and meet one another. Okay, so it's good for children to get to socialize. So the childminders are usually registered um with the authorities. Okay, so you can plan it, can do it if you think it's gonna be the best for you. Okay, another childcare option is the day nursery. Okay, and this day nursery could be a private, it could be community, it could be council or workplace nurseries. Like at your workplace there could be a nursery available where when you are coming to work you drop off your child there, then maybe when you are going home or at a specific time someone comes to pick the child, or you go to pick the child and take the child home. Okay, so the reason is that the child is not allowed to stay home at any time alone, so someone needs to be with the child. Okay, so those nursery options could be private, people who own them, they are like their business. Could be a community nursery, like in some areas you have their nursery, could be a council nursery or a workplace nursery. They offer ranges of services for children between 0 to 5 years. Okay, and these centers are usually inspected to make sure that they have the adequate facilities, they have everything in place for a child to be properly looked after. And prices vary between £140 to £200 or £250 per week, depending. Okay, so it's expensive, guys. If you can do this on your own, if you can do it on your own, it's not compulsory that you must take your child to childcare, but it helps them actually to get to socialize. Okay, however, there are others too, like some of the preschool facilities like play groups, early education, nursery classes. Okay, these are usually available during the holidays. Okay, so during holidays, you find centers who are offering clubs, who are offering play groups, who are offering activities to keep the child busy. So, and it costs approximately between £40 to £50 a week. So this is their website in case if you want to find out more about it, okay? So I want us to know that children are very, very easy to adapt to every new environment. They adapt so quick, more than us the adults, okay? So introduce your native food to your children, okay? Don't say because they're kids. Once your child is up to 1 year, that child is able to tolerate solids, okay? So start introducing, even as early as 9 months, start introducing your baby to the family routine food. Give the child your local dishes, okay? And that's where you see that you're not going to struggle. And then if there are also other food that are available in the environment, introduce it slowly and gradually, because over here you find more of the pastas. You get Cerelac here, you get golden morn here, you get millets, rice meal, okay? So you can get in it all of those things. Yeah, the only thing is to learn how to prepare them in a way that it will be palatable for your child. It's good you start to introduce them early, small and small, until you run out of your own stock. So because if you don't introduce it early to the child, when you run out of your stock, the baby will become frustrated, and you also will become frustrated, because he's gonna be unhappy that he's not getting enough food. He's not being full each time he eats, or he doesn't like what he's eating. So you start early to introduce your child to feeds, okay? All right, if you see where my child is eating our native food here, you will not believe it. You know, some people don't like giving their children their native food, but over here that is an option, because you always find those native foods around. There are some African shops. There's some African shops where you can buy these things, okay, and make your own local dishes. And the earlier you start introducing the child to it, the better for you, okay? I hope I've answered your question in terms of the feeding. I was also concerned about clothing. Okay, so don't worry about that. You have a lot of clothes here to get for your child when you come over, okay? So I'm also going to be talking about the vaccination schedule, because this is one of the things that gave me concern when I migrated, because I came with my baby at 6 months, and you know that the next vaccination, according to where I'm coming from, is going to be at 9 months old, where my child should have measles vaccine, he should have and the other ones I can't remember. Okay, but if you come over, you find out that they have their own separate vaccination schedule. So it's very good that you keep your child's vaccination card, so as to let them know how far you've gone with your vaccination, and what the child have already, and what they need to give to the child, okay? So as you can see here, babies under 1 year, they have their own schedule, okay? At 8 weeks, 12 weeks, and 16 weeks, they have to get these vaccines, okay? Between children aged 1 to 15, they have theirs as well, okay? And then these ones are for adults and for pregnant women, okay? So that's it, but I'm more concerned about the babies, especially under 1 year or between age 1 to 15. Okay, so most of these vaccinations are given at schools, okay, or when you come over, you have to register with the GP, okay? So GP are like, they are part of the NHS, part of the government hospitals, okay? So they are for the local services, community services. Okay, so that's where you go to for your vaccination, to see your doctor. Why the big NHS hospitals are meant basically for treating, diagnosis, and investigations, and all of those, okay? So your vaccination schedules are done at the GP centers. Okay, so when you come over, you have to register with the GP. That's the first thing you do, especially if you have a baby. Register with the GP immediately, so that you forward everything, tell them the vaccination you've given to your baby, and follow it up from there. Okay.